Yo, how we doing everybody? So today I'm going to be doing a guide for both Bernard and then also the optional boss fight against Shirley, which can gain you access to the secret gambler job. Definitely want to pick that up. But yeah, you can do these fights in either order. You don't have to fight Bernard first or the gambler first. As long as you fought Anihal, the Beastmaster Asterisk boss, you can take on either one. So yeah, let's go ahead and show you how I prepare for that. Alright, so the jobs I'm using here are White Mage, Vanguard, Black Mage, and another Vanguard. So this is pretty close to what I usually use. The only difference being with Adele, instead of having her be a monk, we actually have her on Vanguard this time. And the reason for that is that Bernard, he counters martial arts abilities. So obviously if we go in with the monk abilities, I would only be making things more difficult for myself, but there's a bit of a difference here. So with my White Mage, I do have the Bard sub job, because basically what I'm going to be doing with Seth is making sure everybody's at a healthy, amount of HP. And then if they are, if I feel like they can take a hit at all times, I want to go in with those Bard abilities. Specifically, don't let them get to you. I want to reduce the physical damage that I'm taking, because Bernard does a lot of physical damage. So trying to get that on everyone is really, really good. Obviously, there's Protect, which is, nice and all. But yeah, the Protect I can only cast on one person at a time, compared to Don't Let Him Get to You, which is literally everyone. I find that much, much easier to use. And then with Miss Gloria over here, she is Vanguard and Beastmaster. Now, I don't think she has to be a Beastmaster here. I don't feel like it's necessary. But I do feel like it gives me more options, and I'll go into that more later. And then with my Black Mage, I do not want him on Bard. I want him also on Beastmaster. Now, the thing with this is that we'll be taking advantage of Off the Leash, so he's going to be a very important supporter here. Again, I don't think it matters too much if his main is Black Mage. He could actually be maining Beastmaster. Either way, as long as he has access to Beastmaster abilities, that's what's the most important here. And then lastly, we have Adele, who originally was the monk, but we're switching her over to the Vanguard. Now, we're not gonna have her use the Beastmaster, we're gonna have her on monk. By doing this, what we're going for here is that we want access to the ability Invigorate. Invigorate is going to allow us to increase our physical attack, but we can still buff ourselves. But we'll be relying on the Vanguard abilities to deal our damage. And that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing for the loadout versus Bernard. And I think I'll also be doing this against what is her name? The gambler lady. Anyways, we need to do some preparation if we're gonna fight Bernard or Shirley. So what we need to do is grab some orc leaders. You have to actually capture these if you want to use them for the Beastmaster job. And Undyne as well, that blue monster there. So the orc leaders, what they do is they increase your physical damage. That's the main way I'll be taking on these boss fights, so very integral. The Undynes aren't as necessary. I think they make the fights easier. They're basically a White Mage Cura, so very powerful heal, maybe a little bit stronger than the White Mage one, at least at this level anyways. But yeah, basically, if you're in the Savalon Desert, by the ruins, you can get these monsters. There's also the Oasis in the center of the map, and then at the top of the map again, you can find a lot of orc leaders and Undyne, so make sure to grab those. Alright, on to the fight itself. So with Adele, we're mostly just going to be defaulting. We want to get that BP up. With Elvis, since he has access to taming at the beginning, we're going to use Off the Leash, and we're going to be using Minotaurs. Now the Minotaurs, you can catch these in the actual dungeon itself. They're pretty hard to miss. And they hit really, really hard. Like, they're just gonna one-shot these minions for me. So yeah, the boss is going to defend. With Seth, as I was saying before, I want to buff everybody if it looks like they can withstand any hits whatsoever. So that way, it just makes things that much easier. And Gloria now has access to her own special. We won't really be needing to use that though. We are, once again, just going to use this Minotaur. Get rid of the other NPC there. Bam, and now we only have to worry about the boss, who does hit pretty hard. But yeah, now that effectively that first phase of the fight is done, I just want to raise my BP. I'm not really worried about anything else here. Okay, so now that my BP is fully raised on the 3 people I needed on, we're pretty much good to go here. Adele's a little bit low on the HP, so we'll go ahead and take care of that. But yeah, this is beautiful. So Bernard's attacked, and he's leaving himself open. He's not defaulting here. This is everything that I want to see. So, we gotta wait. We don't want to attack with Gloria quite yet, actually. The timing might be... okay. He is defaulting. Thought he was gonna attack, but that's okay. That's okay. So, with Adele, I'm gonna go ahead and use Invigorate here. I want to try to just keep that up so I can deal the damage once I'm ready to do it. Steel Breath. He steals some of my HP. That is okay. But yeah, he's defaulting here, but that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and use all this BP here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna use Orc Leader 4 times. And what this does is it boosts my physical attack. I think it's by 15% each time. So yeah, at the end of this, this is plus 60% through physical attack, which is really, really nice. We're gonna be dealing quite a bit of damage from that. But I do need him to stop defaulting, so we're going to be looking out for that. But meanwhile, let's go ahead and cure Adele again. Try to keep her at full HP if we can. Alright, here we go. I mean, like, I don't want to take all the damage, but at the same time, it's very important he's not defaulting. Ugh, he crits Seth. You hate to see it. It could be worse, though. So we're super powerful now, but we're going to go in. Now, with Gloria, what I want to do is my most powerful attack. I actually have access to the strongest ability here, Neo Cross Slash. We're going to go ahead and just use those. Thankfully, I had enough MP for all of them. And yeah, look at that damage, 1,700, 2,000, critting for 2,600, 3,000, 1,800. Oh my goodness. Vulnerable to axes. You hate to see it, don't you? And then, yeah, his HP is pretty low, so I have to skip that scene. And oh, would you look at that? It's given Seth a turn, so let's go ahead and take advantage of his special here. Being able to heal everyone and get those protection buffs on us. But if Adele gets to take her turn before the boss defends, I think that will be the end of the fight. Okay, yeah, no, he does get that off. So I'm going to go ahead and just Invigorate here. I'm going to try to keep her as powerful as I can. Alright, Buff Burglar. Oh, wow. Oh, oof. That was quite unfortunate. It didn't need to go that bad. That was not what we wanted to see, but this is okay. We can still save this. Yeah, I'm going to default on him. Go ahead and raise her. Bring her back. Get that heal as well. Yeah, as long as she's able to attack, that's literally all that matters. I just need to get her attacks off. If she can, this fight should be over. Okay, yeah, he's hitting so much harder than he was before. But yeah, gosh darn it, he's still doing what I don't want him to do with these defaults. Making this very difficult. Right, Steel Spirit, stealing my MP. You hate to see it, but hey, look what he finally decided to stop doing. So we're going to go ahead and use 2 Orc Leaders here. Try to keep that buff going. But now I'm actually going to use a different monster. I'm going to use Flanicata. These are also, or no, these are not in Savalon. These are actually in the beginning area. They're the flans that you can catch on the beach. Hopefully we get their effect to go off. Let's find out. Yeah, we got a couple of encourages. And the acid. Alright, yep, there we go. So his physical defense, I believe, is down by 25% when that goes off. Let's go ahead and check that. Oh, actually, no. He's at minus 35%, though. I guess it did go off 2 times. Geesh, yeah, his physical attack is up. I might have done that, I'm not sure. But yeah, and my physical attack's up by 30%, so this should hit kind of nicely. Oh, should I invigorate first, actually? No, just getting the extra hit in will do more damage. So I don't have all the abilities here, unfortunately, for Adele, but this should still hurt quite a bit. Alright, yep, there we go. 600, 700, again and again, getting the crit for 1,000, and he is defeated. That is the fight. So yeah, that is definitely how to beat Bernard. Getting access to Beastmaster is just so amazing. It gives us all of these buffs that we can use. And there was actually something else I wanted to show off, but the opportunity just never presented itself. But maybe it will in the next fight. The fight against Shirley, you have to go to the Gambler Hall. You won't see her if you haven't defeated Ani Hall yet, so make sure you've done that. But also, even once you get the B&D card, she won't actually fight you. You have to play a few games first. You want to do it against these 2 players here. There's a 3rd player behind the bar, but they just do the tutorial. You don't want to fight them. So if you need any help, because you do have to actually win these games, you will game over if you lose the B&D to Shirley. I have a video that goes into some tips to play the card game, so make sure to check that out. Okay, so here we have the optional fight with Shirley. So Shirley's super cool. She is the Gambler job, which is like an extra job. Like this is one that you don't get going through the main storyline here. And she has access to a lot of luck-based abilities, so this fight can go pretty well or pretty bad for her just off a chance alone. And then yeah, you know, it's always nice to see Orpheus is back here, who starts off the fight going immediately into the red, buffing up everyone here. So as you can see, they already have a lot of physical damage being buffed there. And it is pretty cool he's able to do his abilities even though we took the bard job from him. But yeah, we can't be patting him too much on the back. We got to take advantage of what we have here. So yeah, generally I take a lot of damage right at the start. So I like to use off the leash Undyne. Now with Undyne, I'm able to heal quite a bit here. Yeah, 911 on everyone. Which is pretty cool because obviously Elvis is a black mage. We have him subbing the Beastmaster. But yeah, able to produce a lot of healing, and with that being the case, I'm going to go ahead and go for the Don't Let Him Trick You to increase my magical defense, as yeah, a lot of magical damage can come out from these guys. So, maybe I should have opened up with different abilities there, but yeah, we'll go ahead and default with Adele, just like we were doing in the previous fight. Alright, so he's going to block. I think the other guy is not defaulting, so we'll use a Minotaur on him. Bam, 1,423, not a problem. Alright, odds are even, so yeah, just deals damage based on if it's odd or even. 352, we can definitely take damage like that, no worries. Alright, so yeah, they're still defaulting. Yeah, might as well just buff up magical defense again, no reason not to. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to go for the Minotaur yet. I'm gonna wait for the guard to, well, lower his guard. Yeah, we should just default with Gloria. Again, I pretty much plan on just doing the same strategy that I used against, Bernard here. Alright, so he finally opened up, which is very, very nice. Let's go ahead and give him his reward, his eternal award. Oh, nice. Alright, Elvis is a little low on the HP. Let's go ahead and cure him. I mean, I guess Adele's low as well, but yeah, she'll be alright. She's a tanky girl. She can take some hits. So yeah, it can potentially get pretty bad, depending on what Shirley decides to do. Yeah, she has an attack she hasn't used yet that deals quite a bit of damage if we're unlucky. Oh yeah, I forgot. Orpheus can put us to sleep. That's not great. That's it's not for the best. We need people taking their turns. Yeah, it's a little bit more of a hang-up compared to the Bernard fight. It's a little bit harder, because yeah, we have two bosses we effectively have to take on at the same time. Though Orpheus isn't too bad. Not too much stronger than the last time we fought him. Or yeah, odds or evens, this is still her weaker attack. Yeah, Elemental Wheel. This is the one that can get really bad. Yup, 10. Yeah, that is literally the worst luck, so she gets to hit with 10 of those. As you can see, it's just gonna hit everybody here. Yeah, thankfully, you know, our defenses are pretty high, so it's not too bad. And Elvis is asleep. Yeah, probably would have been better if I would have equipped specifically for this so that I couldn't be put to sleep. I still have my Bernard equipment on, but yeah, we'll be alright. Another elemental wheel. Please don't give me another 10. Alright, 7, so... Ugh. Are we dead? Okay, okay. Just hanging on. Just barely. Alright, you go ahead and do some, like, inner alchemy here. You heal yourself a little bit. Oh, please. Is he going to use stone? Yeah. Rip. Wow. Not looking too great. No, not Seth! I need him! Oh, jeez, dude. Alright, alright. Here's what we'll do. We will Phoenix down Adele, and we'll attack Seth. Hopefully not critting and killing him. That would be really bad. Alright, so yeah, we're awake. Oh no, she gets to take a turn before Seth, but look at my bards right there. Okay, okay, it attacked Gloria. Oh, that could have been so much worse. Alright, special, let's go. Oh man. So, yeah, definitely a bit unlucky there, as I was saying, man. She uses that, magic roulette, dude. That stuff is painful, but hey, we're in a good spot now. I don't think I need to do anything. Actually, yeah, I guess... No, I shouldn't go in yet. I have to wait for Gloria, right? Yeah, with that being the case, I'll just go ahead and use... What, an Orc Leader? I guess I could just open up with the Minotaur. Why not? Get some damage in there. While I wait for Gloria to get her, defaults up. Thank you. I'm so glad she didn't go to sleep there. I need her, man. Alright, yeah, you wait with an Invigorate. Yeah, we want to be able to attack with both Gloria and Adele. That would be ideal. Elemental Wheel. But we have magical defense increase, and she only got the 3 this time, so yeah, this is going to be like nothing. Not a problem. Let me go ahead and just get another Minotaur in. Could you please stop putting me to sleep? What was I doing? Oh yeah, Gloria needs 3. Alright, now we're good, now we're good. Do I knock out main boss first? I mean, she just attacked. She's the one that's open. Let's do it. I don't see why not. Alright, it's Orc Leader time. Alright, so just like before, man, I'm gonna increase my attack by quite a bit. Should be plus 60%. Yeah, let's take a look-see. Yeah, 60%. 75 for Adele because she did the Invigorator earlier. Alright, yeah, Cursa. Ah, are you serious? I'm just about to go in, and he puts me to sleep. Ah, so now I have to waste one of my attacks to wake her back up. It is what it is, though. Alright, yeah, attack her to wake up. And then we can go in with these Neo Cross Slashes. These don't tickle. Alright, really good damage. Yeah. I don't care what you have to say. We're going in. So this time I can actually use my martial arts abilities. So yeah, Flames of War. Only get that off one time because I don't have enough HP. Strong Strike. Again, only have so much HP, but yeah, we have Sword of Stone this time. Ugh, 3,475! Let's go! Oh, she's done. She's done. That only leaves Orpheus? Oh no, he's gonna counter my physical attacks. What will I ever do? Yeah, nah, man. Without her, without the gambler, this is done. Alright, so yeah, you want to do all that, but I don't care. We're just gonna use 2 flants. Try to lower his defense. And yep, it's lowered. You're good to go. Got a bunch of stones. Putting me to sleep and putting me to sleep. But I'm still in there. Do I still? Yeah, I still have my attack increase. So that's probably it, man. It should be done. Cross slash or crosscut? Nah, I don't have the MP for it. I can have the MP for it. I don't have to not. 1,500. Yeah, your physical attack's high. That's cool and all. I should have used the ether first and then the cross slashes. But yeah, either way, you're going in. Alright, another Flames of War, Strong Strike, and Swords of Stone. Oh, 3,700! Yo, this damage is just way too high. Alright, there we go, man. So that's gonna do me here. We were able to beat up the gambler. We're getting that job, a free extra job, so that we can use all these cool attacks that are luck-based, which aren't the best for me. My luck is trash. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this guide. I had a lot of fun making it. If you have any questions or criticisms, let me know in the comments down below. If you liked the video, please subscribe. I'll be making more Bravely Default videos moving forward. So, see you guys then. Peace.